The No Kicks drum break pack. What is in it and why am I so excited about it? Let's get into it. This pack is exactly what it sounds like. It is a bunch of drum breaks with no kick. So I literally had to sit at the drum set over there, play each drum break only with my hands, not using my feet. Then I came back and made a bunch of kick drum samples, layered those on top of each break. What you end up with is a one-of-one copy of every single drum break, one with a kick pattern, and the craziest part, one without a kick pattern for each one. So check it out. Say you like the way this drum break sounds and you want to use it. But say you have a bass line that doesn't really line up with that kick drum pattern, or you just want to experiment around a little bit with what you can do with a different kick pattern underneath it. You don't have to go about filtering out the kick drum because that takes away some of the low end of the actual drums on top. There's literally a no kick drum version of every single one of these breaks because the kicks were played separately. Every single one of these drum breaks is like that, a no kick and a kick version. So not only do I have those 25 drum breaks with and without the kick, which is really 50 drum breaks, for every single one of these drum breaks, like I've been doing with more of my recent packs, I've got 14 microphones on that drum set over there. What that allows me to do is print 2 different mixes of every single drum break. One mix utilizes the close-up mics, so you get a whole lot more definition out of the snare and hi-hats, and the alternate mix utilizes all the mics around the room and farther away from the kit, so you get a much more vintage texture out of it. You get the exact same performance where the drums hit just a little bit softer. And of course, you get a kick version and a no kick version for every single one of the alternate mixes of these drum breaks. As if this isn't already ridiculous enough, what I also included in this pack is the raw stems for every single drum break. So you go right here into the raw stems folder, you have the name of every single drum break. When you open that up, you get every single microphone used on the kit with 0 processing, exported at 0 dB. So it's literally just me, drum set, microphone, you. All you producers out there who want those drumless beats or those really, really soft sections, all vintage mics placed on vintage drums, played by me, 0 processing, exported at 0 dB, straight to you. You can remix each drum break from scratch if you want to, or you can use these raw stems as textures. Just throw a little RC20 on them, little stereo spread. All of a sudden, you actually have an interlude in the beat. The last thing I did, remember I told you I made kick drum samples to lace on top of every single one of these drum breaks? You have the matching kick samples for every kick version of the drum break. 30 kick drum samples made completely from scratch. So that's it, man. The no kicks pack. I had a lot of people hitting me up over the last few months just saying that they wish they could actually change the kick drum patterns in my drum breaks. So while that is virtually impossible with my style of drum break making where it actually comes from a real drum set and not VSTs. I decided to reverse engineer every single one of these drum breaks, sit down at the kit, play with just my hands, then come back over here, make a kick drum from scratch, lace that drum break with its own kick drum pattern, and export both versions. So 25 breaks, kick version and no kick version, which equals 50 drum breaks, and then the alternate mix of every single one of those drum breaks, 25 more, and then the no kick and kick version with every single one of the alternate mixes of those drum breaks, resulting in a grand total of 100 different drum breaks, every single raw stem recorded, and 30 kick drum samples from scratch. Leftfielddrumbreaks.com, man. Y'all know where to go.